Hey, Jerry Spangler again, coming at you from my car, moving about 80 miles an hour. And today I want to talk to you about the number one indicator of success. There are a lot of qualities of successful people, a lot of characteristics that we could discuss, but what's the top dog? What's the number one indicator of somebody that's going to be successful over somebody who's not? And what's the difference? You take two people with similar backgrounds, similar educations, similar advantages in life, and one ends up wallowing in mediocrity for his entire life, and the other becomes wildly successful beyond his dreams. What's the difference in the two? Well, the number one difference is the difference between somebody who is going to try and do something for a bit of time and see if it works, and somebody who decides they're going to give their right arm to make it happen until it does work. And that's really the main indicator. The number one indicator of successful people is they have an ability to be able to visualize a future outcome, to see beyond the obstacles, to see beyond the things that are considered impossible, and focus on that outcome. There are two basic, and you say, well, how do they do that? How does somebody have that ability to see beyond what we can see visibly? How are they able to see the outcome in the future? Well, there are two basic forms of motivation that we all have, and we're all driven in different ways by each of these. The first one is external motivation. External motivation is simply the things outside of us that motivate us to take action and move forward. Number one, am I going to get a reward for doing this, or am I going to get punished for not doing it? That's called an external motivator. Another one would be, am I going to be labeled a success or a failure? Depending on where you want to be, that might motivate you to move forward. And then third, maybe the whole recognition, the validation of your accomplishment is something that really drives you, that public notoriety that you would get because you did become successful. Those are external forms of motivation. And they're good and they're powerful, but more powerful than that is what's called internal. It's a deep level, limbic gut motivation, the inner drive that moves somebody forward in spite of the obstacles. Somebody who sees a challenge that looks insurmountable and goes through it anyway. What does it take to motivate that internal part of us that says, Lord willing and the creek don't rise, God so help me, I'm going to get this done. It doesn't matter. It's going to happen. What does it take to get somebody to that point, to move them that way? They say, studies show that in children, kids that are motivated internally have a much higher level of success in later years than kids that are motivated externally. It's what sustains somebody, gives them that stick-to-it power to stay with something until it happens and not give up. And so what's one way to motivate yourself internally? I'll give you one way. And you've heard this before, but it's powerful and it works. It creates something called a dream board. Now, a dream board is simply putting together pictures, words, goals, visions, things that represent your future outcome, and hang that thing in a visible area in your home, in your car, wherever it needs to be, so that you can visualize it and see it all the time. Now, I'm not talking about a nightmare board. I'm not talking about putting up words and pictures of things that will happen to you if you don't reach your goal. That can be extremely counterproductive. Only focus on the positive, not the negative. And then second thing is, get a 5-year plan. Visualize a 5-year plan, and then reverse engineer it. Make it so that you set your goals out on a day-to-day basis. What are the things you need to do every day over the next 3 months, 9 months, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, to accomplish the goal that it is you're looking to achieve? You deserve it. Whatever it is that you dream up in life, I believe is God-given. God's giving you that desire to have those things. we have to learn how to motivate ourselves internally to push through the obstacles, the naysayers, the impossibilities that seem to keep us from achieving what we want. My wish and prayer for you is that happens for you, and I hope this one tidbit of information can help you get there. But studies have shown that dream boards, visualization, keeping your goals out in front of you, they're all very effective. And make sure you focus on only the positive, because you tend to go in the direction that you focus on. And that's proof of that is when you're driving at night. If you're focusing on the headlights coming at you, you tend to steer right into them. It's no different with your goals, short-term or long-term. So I wish you the most success, wish you the best. Hope this has been helpful. Hey, click on the link below. I'm a part of a community that teaches this kind of stuff, that keeps you motivated, keeps your goals in front of you, so that the dollars eventually flow into your bank account and success comes to you in whatever form that is. Dollars, toys, or accomplishments, or maybe your success is just being able to help a number of people that you could only dream about. I wish you the best. Bye for now. Take care.